Hi everyone, my name is Anne-Marie Band. Today is Monday, April 17th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. What we are looking at are the ES. Thanks so much to TrendSpider for the charting mechanisms. They're absolutely great. And there's a lot of stuff that's getting ready to happen here at TrendSpider, so stay tuned. It's going to be great. As we sit right now, here is last week. We're sitting inside of the range. Chart coming into the close of the prior week. We're always going to see buyers trying to step in there. That's where they're going. And so if we take a look at the broad market, we've got a couple of things to keep our eyes on. If you like statistics and you like those probabilities, you can head on over to Place Your Trades. They've got a fantastic Quantstat tool that says what your probability is of ending up over the open of the day based on all the prior days that they have in existence that they're tracking. And so this today, it tells us it's a great buy the dip day, but we've got to figure out what that dip is. So here's the thing. We've got hedge funds that dumped a ton of exposure last week. They are net short, which is some folks think is a contrarian indicator. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Maybe at the first pass, it ends up working and then it starts shifting. We've got healthcare and really starting to push higher, and so that's defensive. So there's some things moving underneath the covers, right? We got to watch for this. In the broad scape of what it is that we're looking for, this is earnings season, and so we're going to be sensitive to what the charts tell us. As we sit right now, 41.77 is that resistance zone. I did talk about that last night, and I also spoke about it coming into the 41.64 area at the first pass to say, hey, let it drift and then see if it holds. Now, see if it holds means you're going to come into a tight time frame. I'm going to show you some mechanical motion here. So let's say you want to look for a 5. From that mechanical motion, here's what you're going to do. Here's the first dip, right, into that 41.62 level. Beautiful bounce into 68, which is a lower high, which tells me that we have some trouble here. So as it comes in, you can buy that same 41.62 area, but now you're watching for it to hold above the 41.67, above the congestion of 41.66, simply because that's got to hold, or we've got more downside action. Your stop is really only a couple of points wide in a formation like that. So that's really what I'm talking about when I say, hey, let it come in, watch for that bounce. When it comes in at the second pullback, you know where your floor is, and then you can take the trade. So let's take a look at SPY. We'll see the same sort of thing going into this area. Last week's range, 405-ish to 415-ish. We're sitting inside. That's a doji. So we've got something that says, hey, I could have a little chop. Where do we want to hold? Well, my thought actually is somewhere around the 411 to 410 area. And what we are doing right now is that we're underneath 413.25. So let's say you're thinking to yourself, hey, trend is up. So I'm only going to wait for trend formations. That's something that tells me when I want to buy. And so here's what it's giving me. I have a low, and then a lower low, and then a higher high, and then a lower low. So what it's telling me is that I'm trapped in between this space. If you're saying to yourself, I want to go long, and this is my zone to go long, you can take the long here, but your floor has already been established. So if it loses 412.43, long action's not going to hold, and it's going to dip into the deeper support areas near the 411, I suspect. All right, so that's what I mean by that mechanical flow of allowing the chart to come in to the region that you're looking for and then prep. For the NQ, we see a lot of semis we've had this trigger go off quite a few times, right? But we're seeing a lot of semis get sold off from the prior week, and now potentially they could start trying to find that floor event. So here it is. What are we doing? Well, here's the close from 2 days ago. We are battling it right now. Could you say, hey, I'm going to buy it there? Absolutely. I believe the floor's already been established at 13,151. So you're looking at about 25 points of stop. But what you have to watch is, can I get up and close over Friday's close? That's going to be very key. Levels to watch here. If you lose that 13,150, very likely that you're going to get down to the 13,115 area, and that's going to be the next area you want traders to position in. Lastly, for the Qs, we are looking at a series of higher lows, but clear congestion and resistance up at the 320 area. Big battleground for the Qs. I think the bounces are sell zones, but as we come into the 315 area, we're going to have buying pressure that allows us to maybe test the 320. When does the buying pressure break down? Listen, if we can't stay above the 318 area, we're very likely to drop into 315. So if you're looking for the long action, notice trend, look for the long action. It's coming off of the deeper fade. So watch for the fade to come in. Here's the first fade. If it doesn't breach and hold that opening area at around 319, you got to cut and run. All right? That's it for me, folks. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.